Hi, welcome to Driving TV, and I hope you are well. And welcome to episode 6 on reasons for failing the driving test. And in this episode, we are talking about effective observations at junctions. Many learners, they fail the driving test because their observation is bad when they are dealing with junctions. So in this video, I'm going to give you the reasons why learners are failing at junctions for bad observations. Let's start the lesson. Number one is when you are approaching a major road from a minor road. The cars on major road has priority. If there are cars coming on the major road, you have to wait and give them away. If there are cars coming and the distance is there for you to go, you can go. But the problem is many learners, they fail to judge the speed of the other cars. And this is when they are failing the driving test. Okay? So when you go to the end, and you have to give way to cars on major road, make sure if there are cars, make sure you know that you have enough space for you to go. If you fail to judge the speed of the approaching traffic or approaching cars, you will fail your test for that. Number two, when you are approaching a roundabout. When you are approaching a roundabout, you must give way on your right. If there are cars coming on your right, and if you think the distance is there for you to go, you should go. But many learners, they fail because they can't judge the distance, the speed of the other car. Because of that, they will fail the test for that because the other cars has to slow down for them. Okay, so on the roundabout, you look on your right, and if there are cars, make sure your judgment is good, knowing that do I have enough space for me to go. If you fail to judge the speed of the other car, you will fail your test for that. Third is that again, when you are approaching a major road from a minor road, many learners, they actually fail to look both way. They just enter without looking, and there's cars coming, and they had to do an emergency stop because you've just went front of them. Obviously, you know you will fail your test for that. Okay, so like I said before, one is to judge the speed of the other car, and the other is to actually do the observation if there are cars coming. Many learners, they fail to do that. They just go without looking properly, and there are cars coming, and obviously you will fail your test for that. Next is when you are joining a dual carriageway. So when you are joining a dual carriageway from a slip road, you have to make sure that you have a good observation, knowing if there are cars already on the dual carriageway, because if there is, they have priority. They shouldn't need to slow down or stop for you. So you need to look early, do a good observation, and see if there are already cars on the dual carriageway, because if there is, you have to make sure you know whether you need to slow down or stop because of them. Next is when you are approaching a crossroad and you need to go straight from a minor road to another minor road ahead, and your observation is bad, you don't recognize there is a crossroad there. Many learners, when they go straight on a crossroad, they fail to recognize there is a crossroad there. If you're coming from a minor road and then you need to go across to the next minor road on the other side, you need to give way to cars on the main road. Many learners, they fail to even recognize there is a crossroad there. So when you're approaching a crossroad, make sure you know there is a crossroad which you need to give way to cars coming on the main road. Next is when you are turning left from a minor road into a busy major road. To turn left, you must make sure that you look early and see if there is a problem on your left, because without looking properly, there could be a problem. There could be either parked cars, there could be crossings, there could be traffic light, there could be people crossing the road. These are the hazards you might face when you're turning left. And if you don't look early, soon as you enter, you will be in trouble. So make sure that before you turn left from a minor into a major, look left early if there is a hazard, if there is a problem. Because if there is, then you deal with that problem before you enter. And the other problem many learners is that when you are approaching a junction to go left or to go right, make sure you look early and make sure you recognize there is a junction coming, and look early and make a decision early whether you're going to go and stop. Many learners, they fail because the observation is bad. Sometimes the gap is there for them to go, but they just go and stop anyway without looking early enough. So make sure you look early, make your judgment whether you can go or not. Many learners, like I said, they fail because they don't look early and they are not making decisions early because the observation is bad. So these are the reasons why the learners are failing on junctions, for not having good observations on junctions. I hope this helps, and that's it for this video, and I hope this video helps. If it does, please do give a thumbs up. And also, I am helping learners on other platforms like TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. If you want to follow us on those platforms, you will find the link on the description. You could follow us on those platforms, and hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.